trust me even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve release. Miss me, I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing and say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just like a writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Gone.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. And we are underway here in Silicon Valley. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get it!
To throw right away, here's Milroe. The pressure there got to him, and he's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
18 Cardinal, 18, Mustang 19. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Milroe. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 29.
What a luxury. There's certain teams where they have a guy like this. I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Milroe. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Let's go.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Quick look, taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Throwing now from the gun. As caught by Pearsall. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's in. What a try. Touchdown, San Francisco. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the 49ers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. Taking off, and he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Ready, ready.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Number 6 brings up second and 4.
Here we go. Set.
So keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He's going to have that first down. Tackle made up at the 30.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On play action, Milroe. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Christian Watson, the intended receiver. It's second down. Milroe going to throw it again. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Good looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
First down at the 46-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Hold it ready. Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
A handoff is running left is Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Come on. Come on. Hey, go.
Milroe on third down. And the Niners are going to get the football back as time runs out in the third quarter. We are through one. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they are set to start the drive with first and 10.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Back to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the part already really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now it's Milroe. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Seattle. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. Now, Fahimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veterans. They're unable to add on the point after. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Julian Love brings him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's the versatile Jordan James. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
The 49er, first down.
Let's go now.
Now, faking the give. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. So get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6.
46-yard line.
Turn and hand this one off. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
A 3rd down. We'll try to get it on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. Here's Ryan Rico now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a tough sack. And will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Stack. Crack on 80.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
I had a rule, Mike, when I was playing that if the ball hit either of my hands, it was a drop. You don't get paid in the NFL to make the easy ones. You get paid in the NFL to make them all, and I think that's a catch he's got to come down with.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Milroe. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Drive will start on the ground. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground.
And he's in! Touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, walking down 23-yard line. Here's Walker. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
From the gun, it's Milroe. That one swung out wide to Walker. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment.
Got it. Ready?
Second and 10.
Ready? 77 more.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll come up here first and 10.
A gain of 13 yards.
Ready?
First down.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. Now it's second and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
Milroe. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Ready?
To the air, it's Milroe. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
19. Here we go. Set.
They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They convert with a gain of 15.
And that's a big-time effort on fourth down. If he doesn't come up with this ball, Mike, they turn it over on downs, but instead, not only does he lay out and make a terrific catch, they get a fresh set of downs here and now see if they can finish this thing off and come away with some points.
Ready?
first and 10. Here comes Walker. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seahawks. His 12th touchdown of the year. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns. Knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set, let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. Bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Sanders kicks is good. And the 49ers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
Ready up. 60 Eagles, 19 Lions.
On first and 10, it's Milroe. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
The third quarter begins with a run. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard.
Here we go.
That's the ground. He'll get it again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone, I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
They run. It's the former Oregon Duck, Jordan James. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Let's go! Hot, hot.
Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
This time they're ready for it. Wins to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
They'll go with him again. And he will score again. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
On the ready. Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Nick Martin is there to bring him down.
Ready, get.
Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Come on, come on. Get.
Throwing is Milroe. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Here we go. Get. Cougar 19. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. They'll go with a counter on first down. Past midfield. And he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. A gain of 48.
I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a loss of a yard.
Second and 11.
Second and 11 on the Seahawks 18-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he's into the end zone. This might be the knockout punch. Jordan James. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
16.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go. Here we go. Nike, 79 Broncos.
On first down, it's Millwell. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second down, they need 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he will score! Game on! Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for a 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
Safe kick taken at the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Now gives up the middle, and a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards, Brooklyn 29.
You know, there's this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
A run with James. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
49-yard line.
They'll run with Strong. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jordan James. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
Makes the score Niners 38, Seahawks 23.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. Taking off, and he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Here's Milroe to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. John Franklin Myers in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's third down.
60.
Now Milroe. That's caught. Outside. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down.
Down Milroe. This is a designed run. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
Gravity Lions.
Now it's Milroe. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Sanders here for the extra point.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
His kick is good. And the 49ers are able to extend the lead. first down. Myers is back to boot this one away. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The man in motion is Watson. Now Milroe on 1st down. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Here we go, set.
On the zone read, this is Milroe. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
I can promise you, when he gets to the sideline for all the high fives and all the attaboys he's getting, a couple of his buddies are going to get on him, man. They're saying, you got to take that all the way. You got to score. But he's got his offense in a great spot to come away with points.
Here's James. A short kick down to the 7.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for 3rd and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.